All right, so have you seen this whole drone thing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, mysterious drone sightings. Like, come on, is that
Yeah,
is
yeah.
that really the best they could come up with?
Yeah.
But honestly, it's kind of creepy, right? Like,
Well, it's definitely
you,
eye-catching.
yeah. There's this article from ABC News, December 13th, 2024.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah. And even former Maryland Governor Larry Hogan's tweeting about it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's not just like a slow news day kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's
Look,
got
it's definitely got some...
potential security concerns.
Yeah.
Like, what's really going on?
Right.
Is the government...
do they know?
Yeah. Are they being secretive on purpose?
Mm-hmm.
So...
A little paranoia never hurts, right?
Right. Exactly. Well, we're going to deep dive into all of this.
Sounds good.
All right. So first things first, this isn't just like one or two people.
Right.
You know, like they saw something out of the corner of their eye.
Yeah.
And they're not really sure.
No, it's widespread.
Yeah. People are seeing these things.
Yeah, all over the place.
All over. Like, it's not just New Jersey.
No, like you said, Staten Island.
Yeah. Staten Island.
New York, Maryland, even.
Maryland.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So this is getting a little
more interesting.
Yeah, a little more interesting. But are we talking like
Well, that's the thing.
those little drones or like
We don't really know.
something bigger?
Yeah, the reports aren't very specific.
Yeah.
But what we do know
Yeah.
is that some of these sightings
Uh-huh.
have been near some pretty sensitive areas.
Like,
You know,
military bases.
military bases, reservoirs.
Reservoirs.
Hmm?
Places you wouldn't expect
Yeah, you wouldn't think.
someone to just be, flying their drone around.
Right, like for fun.
Yeah. Like Naval Weapons Station Earl.
Oh, yeah, I read about that.
In New Jersey,
Yeah.
there's multiple reports of drones over that airspace.
So, that leads to some questions.
Yeah, so it's probably not
Ellen's family.
little Timmy with his,
Right, his Christmas present.
Yeah.
So are these just like random coincidences? Or is this like a coordinated thing?
Yeah, like
Who's behind it?
yeah, who's behind all this?
Right.
And then you've got like Senator Andy Kim
Oh, yeah, from New Jersey?
from New Jersey. He saw dozens of these things
RSS?
in Hunterdon County,
Oh, wow.
and he was watching them
For 2 hours?
for 2 hours. Like, what?
That's a long time for
Yeah.
a drone to be just flying around.
Yeah, like how long can the battery even last?
Well, I mean, the advanced ones can go for a while, but
Yeah.
that's a lot of airtime. So these must be pretty, high tech
Yeah.
and probably expensive.
Yeah. And then former Maryland Governor Larry Hogan,
Yeah.
he tweeted about seeing them over his house.
Over his own house?
Yeah. Even posted a video.
Wow.
But he said the feds are basically like,
Brushing it off.
yeah, like, it's nothing.
Yeah. And he's not too happy about it.
No, he's not.
Understandably so.
Yeah, and this is what's,
This is the issue right here.
it's not just the drones themselves. It's like the
The lack of
The-
clear communication,
transparent.
transparency from the government.
Yeah.
If they're harmless, why not just come out and say so?
Yeah.
Put everyone at ease.
Yeah, just tell us.
Right. This lack of transparency,
Yeah.
it just leads to more speculation
Yeah.
and distrust.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's never a good thing.
Okay, so we've got like people getting kind of freaked out,
Right.
and no one in charge is really giving us any answers.
Certain answers, yeah.
Yeah. So are we overreacting, or is something really weird going on?
Well, it's a tough question, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, you've got officials like Governor Murphy.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, I'm concerned about this.
Yeah.
He even asked President Biden for help to
Yeah.
figure this whole thing out.
Yeah. So it's not like everyone's ignoring it.
Yeah.
But then,
But then the White House comes out and says,
yeah, they said
well, a lot of these are probably just lawfully operated manned aircraft.
lawfully operated manned aircraft. Are they seriously saying people are mistaking
Yeah. Are they saying that people don't know
planes for drones?
the difference between a plane and a drone?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. I don't know about that.
Especially with,
Especially near military bases. You'd think
Yeah.
the people working there,
yeah, they should know the difference.
they would know a plane from a drone.
Yeah. I mean, Senator Kim
Yeah.
and Borough President Vito Fossella,
From Staten Island.
they're not buying it.
Yeah.
They're demanding answers.
As they should. We all should be demanding answers.
Yeah. And so are we.
Absolutely.
Right. And then there's this whole thing
What's that?
about the don't approach down drones
Oh, yeah, right.
advisory.
That New Jersey put out?
Yeah, New Jersey put out. Like,
Wow.
what is going on?
Right. Why it's so secretive?
Yeah.
Why are they so worried?
Yeah.
Well, this is where it gets
Yeah.
even more complicated
Yeah.
because the laws around drones,
Mm-hmm.
they're still being
Really?
developed. It's a very new,
Wow.
area of the law.
Yeah.
So there's this gray area
Oh, I see.
when it comes to enforcement or investigation.
It's kind of like
Yeah, it's like the Wild West.
the Wild West of technology.
Up there in the sky.
Yeah.
So, I get why Governor Murphy wants more local control over this stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But what about that whole lapse of counter-drone authority
Right.
for the DHS?
Yeah, for the DHS and the FBI.
And FBI.
Like we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
Could that be part of the problem?
Well, I think that's definitely a factor.
Yeah.
If they don't have the authority to, track these drones and investigate, then that leaves a pretty big gap in our
national security.
national security. We'll dive into that a little more later.
Yes, yeah.
It's there. Okay, so we've got mystery drones, confused officials,
Right.
and the law is just trying to catch up.
Yeah, it's struggling to keep up.
Yeah, what do we do now?
Well, it wouldn't be a deep dive
Right.
without exploring some theories.
Okay, let's get into it.
Is this advanced surveillance,
Ooh.
corporate espionage,
Okay.
or is it something else entirely?
Mm.
We'll tackle those next.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's do it. All right, so theories time.
let's
Let's get into it.
let's speculate a little.
Yeah, I mean, come on, mystery drones. Someone's got to have some good theories.
Right. I mean, social media is going crazy with this.
I bet.
But maybe we should take a step back
Okay.
and think about this logically.
Okay, so logic first.
Right.
Okay, got it.
No alien invasions just yet.
Okay. So what are some of the, plausible explanations then?
Well, one theory is surveillance.
Okay.
It could be government surveillance,
Okay.
corporate espionage,
Sure.
or even just,
Yeah. Some random person with a really high-tech drone.
Yeah, I've seen enough of those spy movies
Right.
to know that tech can get crazy.
It can get pretty advanced.
Yeah. But how would they even do that with so many drones over such a big area?
Oh, drone technology is getting better all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
And, swarming technology.
It's swarming.
Yeah, where you have multiple drones working together
Oh, wow.
autonomously as a group.
Yeah.
That's becoming more sophisticated too.
Right.
So it's not impossible
Yeah.
that some organization could be using a lot of these drones
Right.
for surveillance.
Okay, that's
It's a little scary, right?
yeah, that's a little too sci-fi for me.
I know.
But what about the idea that it's just companies testing new tech?
Yeah, that's a possibility too.
Yeah.
Especially with
Yeah.
drone deliveries becoming more popular.
Drone deliveries and stuff.
But you'd think even then they'd need some kind of permit.
Right, especially near
Especially near military bases.
yeah, you can't just fly over a military base and be like, oops, sorry, just testing.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's possible.
Yeah.
But the lack of transparency
Yeah.
and those weird flight patterns,
Yeah.
it makes it hard to believe that's all it is.
This kind of brings up another point, though, right?
That's
How much do we really think the government's going to tell us
a good question.
about new technology?
Especially if they don't even understand it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the government likes their secrets,
Yeah, they do.
especially when it comes to national security.
Right.
But we live in a democracy. We have
Yeah.
a right to know what's going on.
Especially in our own skies.
Exactly.
Right.
So it's this balance between security and transparency.
Yeah, but in this case,
It seems like
it seems like,
they're leaning way too far
Yeah.
towards the secrecy side.
and that's what gets people thinking about
Right. And that's what leads to
the crazy theories.
the crazy theories.
Yeah. When there's no information,
Right.
people make up their own.
Yeah. I mean, some of these are pretty wild,
Oh, yeah.
like alien drones,
Right.
secret government experiments.
People love a good conspiracy.
It's easy to get carried away.
I know. But even the crazy theories,
Yeah.
sometimes they have a little truth to them.
Oh,
or at least
yeah.
they show us what we're afraid of.
You mean that we don't know what's coming next?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, what if technology gets too powerful?
Yeah.
What if we can't control it?
Yeah, those are some big questions.
Right.
So these drones,
They're like a symbol of
Yeah,
that fear of
yeah.
technology taking over.
in ways we don't understand.
Right.
Yeah, and that's not just like a theoretical thing. It's
Yeah.
like real people
Real people are seeing these things.
looking up at the sky.
And wondering.
Yeah, are they watching me?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's going to mess with you.
It can be really unsettling.
So if they are watching us,
Who is it?
that's the question, isn't it?
Yeah. What are they looking for?
Is it the government?
Yeah.
Corporations?
Is it someone we haven't even thought of?
Maybe.
I mean, it's kind of scary.
It
Like,
is.
maybe I should get one of those tinfoil hats.
Right.
But seriously, this is concerning.
It is concerning.
Like, what about security?
Well, yeah.
If they could fly over military bases, what's stopping them from doing something worse?
Right.
That's a scary thought.
Yeah, we need better ways to stop them.
Yeah.
And clearer laws.
Yeah. So what do we do?
Well, we can't just sit here and hope for the best.
We're not powerless.
Right? We can do things.
Okay, like what?
Well, first, we need to stay informed.
Okay.
Educate ourselves about drones.
Okay.
What they can do.
Okay.
The laws around them. The more we know, the better.
Okay, so we're not totally helpless.
No, not at all.
Okay, good.
There are things we can do.
Lay it on me.
Well, first, education is key.
Okay, so learn about drones.
Yeah, learn about the tech.
Okay.
Different types of drones, what they can do, the rules around using them.
Okay.
The more you know, the better.
So basically, do your homework.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't just read the headlines and freak out.
No.
Okay.
Got to be critical of what you read online.
Yeah. So much misinformation.
So much.
Okay, so be aware.
Right.
Pay attention.
Yeah, and not just online.
Right.
In your own community, too.
Okay.
If you see drones doing weird stuff.
Like what?
Like flying near places they shouldn't be.
Like military bases again.
Yeah, or like reservoirs.
Or at weird times.
Yeah, like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Don't just ignore it.
So something seems off.
Yeah.
Report it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Law enforcement needs our help.
They do?
Yeah. They need us to be their eyes and ears.
Oh, okay.
So you see something.
Yeah.
Say something.
Okay, I'll say something. But what if, I'm not sure if it's really that weird.
Right. You don't want to
Yeah, I don't want to bother the cops.
Yeah.
If it's nothing.
Just use common sense.
Okay.
Like if it's hovering over your backyard for hours.
Yeah.
Probably report that.
Okay.
But a kid flying a drone in the park?
Yeah.
Probably not a big deal.
Okay. Context is key.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's say I do see something sketchy.
Yeah.
What's the best way to report it?
Most police departments have a number you can call.
Okay.
Or an online form.
Oh, okay.
You can also just call your local police station.
Okay. And what should I tell them?
As much as you can remember.
Great.
Like when you saw it.
Okay.
Where you saw it. What it looked like.
Like big or small?
Yeah. Big, small.
Okay.
Any markings?
What was it doing?
Yeah. Was it hovering, circling?
Okay.
Moving in a specific direction?
Like a drone CSI episode?
Exactly. The more details, the better.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Details.
And if you can take pictures or videos.
Oh, yeah. Good idea.
But only if it's safe.
Right. Of course.
Safety first.
So we're reporting sightings, but what about protecting ourselves?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah, like what can we do to avoid being spied on by these things?
Well, the laws are still catching up on that one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's not a lot of protection against drone surveillance yet.
So no tinfoil hats?
Probably not very effective.
Okay.
But just be aware of your surroundings.
Okay, so stay out of open spaces.
Yeah, if you're worried about drones...
Okay, what else?
Think about your online stuff.
What do you mean?
Well, social media tracks your location.
Oh, yeah?
And that data could be accessed by someone with a drone.
So be careful what you share online.
Yeah, and check your privacy settings.
On my phone and stuff.
Yeah, on your apps and devices.
Kind of ironic, isn't it?
What is?
We're worried about drones spying on us.
Right.
But we're already giving away so much info online.
Yeah. It is kind of ironic.
Yeah.
The digital world and the real world.
Yeah, they're blending together.
They are.
Okay, so stay informed, report suspicious stuff, and be careful online.
Right.
But that all feels kind of reactive.
Yeah.
Is there anything we can do to be more proactive?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Talk to your elected officials. Tell them your concerns.
Support good legislation.
Yeah, okay.
To make our voices heard.
Except don't just let the tech decide for us.
Well, this has been a crazy deep dive.
It has. We've gone from mysterious lights in the sky to a whole discussion about privacy and the future of technology.
Exactly. And it's a future we all have a part in shaping.
We do.
So keep your eyes on the sky, everyone.
Stay informed.
Ask questions.
Don't be afraid to.
Yeah. And don't just accept easy answers.
Right.
Thanks for joining us on the deep dive.
We appreciate you listening.
We'll see you next time.